Hello children. Today we're going to discuss the summary of lesson 9 from your book Footprints Without Feet, and the name of the lesson is Bholi and it is written by K.A. Abbas. Now Khwaja Ahmad Abbas, he was born on 7th June 1914 and died on 1st June 1987. He was popularly known as K.A. Abbas. He was an Indian film director, screenwriter, novelist, and a journalist in the Urdu, Hindi, and English languages. He won 4 National Film Awards in India. As a director and screenwriter, Khwaja Ahmad Abbas is considered one of the pioneers of Indian parallel or new realistic cinema. And as a screenwriter, he is also known as for writing Raj Kapoor's best films. So let's start the summary of this lesson, Bholi. So the story is about a simple village girl named Bholi. Her real name was Sulekha. So Bholi was the 4th daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. Her real name was Sulekha, but since her childhood, everyone called her Bholi. Bholi was suffered from numerous problems in her childhood. When Bholi was 10 months old, she had fallen off the cot on her head. It damaged some part of her brain. At birth, she was very fair and pretty, but at the age of 2 years, she had to suffer an attack of smallpox. Her body was completely disfigured by deep black pock marks. Now the Bholi's father Ramlal family was prosperous. He had plenty to eat and drink. He had 3 sons and 4 daughters. Except Bholi, all the children were healthy and good looking. But Bholi had neither good looks nor intelligence, so Ramlal always remained worried about her. After that, Bholi sent to school. The Tehsildar Sahib inaugurated a new primary school for girls in the village. He told Ramlal to send her daughters to school and set an example for other people of the village. Since Ramlal had no courage to disobey the Tehsildar, he sent Bholi to school. She did not know what a school was like. She was taken to school by Ramlal. And now let's look at the environment of the school. The environment of the school was very good. The children were in their classrooms. There were several rooms. Children were either reading from books or writing on slates. There were so many girls similar of her age. The teacher of Bholi was very generous. Bholi was not able to understand what she was saying. The colors on the wall impressed her very much. When the teacher asked her name, she stammered a lot. The teacher's voice was soft and soothing. After a lot of persuasion, she said, Bholi. The teacher patted her affectionately. Bholi was given the book full of pictures. It was really very attractive. Now years passed and Bholi's father made a plan of her marriage. The offer of marriage for Bholi came from Bishambar Nath, a well-to-do grocer. He was similar to the age of Bholi's father. He was from another village and did not know about the pockmarks and her lack of sense. Bholi's parents were happy at the only thing that their daughters was going to get married. Adequate and elaborated arrangements were made for wedding. Bishambar came with a big party of friends and relatives with him for the wedding. A decorated horse and a band playing a popular tune from an Indian film, etc. were properly arranged. It was really a wonderful moment for Ramlal. He was more enthusiastic to see such pomp and splendor. Ramlal never thought that her 4th daughter would get married in such a way. And after that, the auspicious moment came. Bholi was clad in a red silk bridal dress. There was a garland in her hand. In the meantime, a woman slipped back the silk veil of Bholi. Bishambar also took a quick glance and the garland remained poised in his hands. He shouted loudly that she had a pockmarks on her face. So If he was to marry her, Ramlal would have to pay 5,000 rupees as dowry. At last, Ramlal went in, opened the safe and counted the notes and put them at the feet of Bishambarnath. Bishambar got agreed to marry. As he was about to put garland in her neck, Bholi had only the feeling of cold contempt towards her prospective husband, and she flung the garland into the fire. She could now speak in a clear, loud voice. She said before all the members that she was not going to marry that lame old man. Ramlal called her crazy and asked what she would do, as no would ever marry her. At this, Bholi replied that she would not marry to such a mean and greedy old man. Bishambar returned with his relatives and friends. Now Bholi said in a loud voice that there was no need to worry about her. She would teach in the same school where she had studied. She would also take care of her parents in their old age. So all this shows that Bholi was now not a dumb cow. She had become bold and courageous and could take decision on her own terms. So this was the summary of this lesson, Bholi. I hope you understood the lesson very well. And now when you look at the exercise of this lesson, it will be very easy for you to answer all the questions.